Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you for stopping on my channel. In this video we are going to implement the create, edit and delete category in the contact manager application that we are creating using Laravel, Vue, Inertia and Tailwind CSS. So in the previous video we implemented the categories listing functionality. We have seeded 5 categories using the database seeder and factories, and we can see them right here, and you can see the node as well as Laravel development server is up and running, and we are good to get started. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to um, create a category from this button. So if I click on this, it's going to redirect me to another page and where we will have a form, and if I submit the form, it's going to store that and redirect me here and show the status that the category, and it will show the category name has been created. So let's just jump in. I'm going to go ahead and create or pass a route here, and here you can see I can pass the href, and href equals to, and I'm going to call the route that is category dot create, and I can confirm this route in the web.php file. You can see that we have that route right here, and inside we should have a single quote. And if I refresh now, and you can see it's throwing the same error again. The routes are seems to be missing, but they are actually not. You can see that here we have the category slash create route, but let's see. You can see here we are pointing to the same route on from different names to the same URL. So I'm going to change this to edit, and also this accepts the UUID, and this one to delete or destroy, and delete. And now I'm gonna save this and come back here, and hopefully that should be fixed because now we have different routes for each one. Okay, so that is now fixed, and what I'm gonna do is let's render that view. So I'm gonna go to this method inside here. If does not exist, then I'm gonna create that, or I can duplicate this as well. So I'm gonna duplicate that, and instead of list, I'm gonna render the create, and the method name is create category, and we are passing nothing. We are just rendering the view. So now let's go to that view that is inside category slash create. Right here, the name is with small case, so definitely gonna change that right here. Okay, that's fine. So for the boilerplate, I'm gonna copy the content from here and paste that right here. We are not accepting an parameter, and the title was gonna be create a category. The heading is also gonna be the same. I'm gonna paste that here, and I'm gonna remove this, and now I'm gonna create a simple form, or rather I'm gonna paste it. Okay, so that is our form. We have submit event on this form, submit that event, and we are gonna create this method, and then we are using one input field, and then we have two buttons. One is create and one is for cancel, and cancel is pointing to the categories route, which is the main page showing in the where we are showing the categories list. And then we have this thing, I'm gonna explain that right now, but let's import the these things. This is gonna be coming from the Laravel Inertia, and I'm gonna import the the Vue 3 component and text input. they are right here in the components directory, you can see. And also I'm going to import the input level from here, and we have a primary button. I'm going to import that as well. This is also a component. And here you can see we are using the POM object and accessing the parameters. And here we are checking if the form is processing, then disable this, and we can find similar properties in the built-in pages. I mean, in here, if I come here, you will find that things right here. You can see pom.errors.email. It's going to show the email field error messages right here, like messages related to validation and the messages that are coming from the controllers. So let's change the things. The name is fine. We do need the name, and we have the submit button. And let's create the form and submit method. So if I come to the login view, you can see here, this is how we create a form. So I'm going to copy that to this one, and instead of these fields, I only have the name field. And then also we have to use this form, Inertia view 3 form, from the Inertia view 3. And then we have the submit method. So our is going to be pretty much the same as the login.view. So except we are going to customize that. We are pointing to the store route. So if I go back to the web.php, let's see if we have created that. We haven't created, so I'm gonna create a post route to the same endpoint, except instead of create, I'm gonna call store category, and the name is gonna be category.store. So I'm gonna save that. Also, I'm going to create that method. I'm gonna go to that controller and create a function. The name is store category, and passing the form request $request, and then some validation, or we can leave that for now. Let's say $request all, just dumping that, and we will see which fields we are getting over there. So back to create that view, we have a form, and on finish we are resetting the password. Instead of password, let's reset this. Instead of resetting, we are already redirecting to the another page, so we don't need that. So we are just going to do the category dot call that route, which is category.store inside the web.php file as we just created. You can see here. So it's going to submit the form, and then if there is any error, then we have the component for that, which is input error. You can see here, and it's going to display the form errors messages for the name input field. So let's view that. I'm going to go back to the UI, and I'm going to click on create, and I think we have some issues here. Categories route is not defined, so I'm going to go to the web.php, and the name is category. So I'm going to come here and change this to category, and then you can see we have a form with only one field. And if I refresh, let's see if this error is gone or not. So you can see here, I can't see the cancel. Let's see. You can see we have a cancel button and a create button. The text as blue. The BG should be, let's say, yellow. BG yellow dash 300. And let's see. Have I imported the link component? No, I haven't, so I'm going to import that. And now you can see that right here. And let's remove the background yellow. I think it's going to be fine this way. You can see So now if I submit the form without filling it, it should throw error, but we are just dumping it instead of validating. So let's validate the input fields. I'm going to come here, add a basic Laravel validation, validate the name field. The category should be required, and then we are going to store that. So category, import the model, create, we need the UUID, and we are going to generate that using str : UUID. Then we have the name parameter. The name is coming from the request of name. Then we have the auth user ID. So auth of ID, and the column name is user underscore ID. And also we have to import the str. Okay, so once that is done, we are going to create a session. We have a success message, I mean like session, using the session flash. So let's say message is category created successfully, and we can pass the category name as well. And for that I can store this in a variable like this, and then call the name parameter and add a space here and a semicolon right here. And after this I can return redirect to that route. So return redirect to route, and the route name is category. Also, instead of like session flash, I can pass that to the route, to the redirect itself. Like we have the with method, right? So by using the with method I can pass these keys and values, and it's gonna bring that to the index or the category method. And it's and here you can see we already getting that session. We call it status. Let's put it this way, I'm gonna call it status as well. And I think in the category, in the list, we have the status name. Okay, so let's try that out. I'm going to retry. Let's say I'm gonna submit the empty form. I'm gonna test the error, you can see. So let's say general, submit the form, and here you can see we have the general category created successfully, and we can see that right here. Okay, so that was about how we gonna create an item in we are going to create a category. In the next video we are going to work on deleting and then editing a specific category. So thank you for watching, see you in the next video.